everybody, it's Amina. I hope you all are doing well. In today's video, I wanted to do a little something different. And let's see. So yesterday I came home after work so that I could record some perfume videos and also record a story time or two. And I recorded them a few times. I kept having to start over again because I kept hearing noises in my apartment and it was my neighbor upstairs. And then I kept hearing different sounds outside, and I was like, is that in my apartment? Because I had my balcony window open, my balcony door open, so I was getting confused and I just kept hearing things, and I had to start recording again and stopping it and recording again, and I don't have the ability to edit stuff out, so I have to make sure that the takes that I do, I'm cool with posting the whole thing, or I have to do it all over again. So I ended up scrapping those videos and I'm gonna do them at another time. And I did not feel like putting on makeup when I came home from work today. I was gonna wear I'm wearing my hair out right now, but I know I also need to wash it soon. So I decided not to worry about being on the video. So I just wanted to I was going to do a story time about somebody, but I decided I'll do that story time when I'm not looking at pictures. And instead, I'm going to show you some pictures that I used to draw when I was a little girl into a teenager. I think I stopped drawing when I was by the time I was in my late teens for sure, and drawing was just something I enjoyed doing, but I've been a writer since I was 7 years old, and then drawing I started doing when I was probably the same age about, and I just really enjoyed it. So I'm going to just share with you, I have 3 books that are like this. This is the book that I have. Oops. Okay, so that's the book that I have. What is it? There it is. Art Portfolio. And I started to put all of the pictures I drew over the years in it that I could find. So I have 3 of these. I'm only going to do 1 book per video, and I'm going to just run through what they are. So I've said in previous videos that I was a big Star Trek fan. So I love to draw aliens, but I don't believe in aliens. I do believe in angels existing, and of course I believe in God and Jesus Christ being alive in heaven. So those to me are the not of earth beings that exist in my mind and what I understand. But aliens are fun, and Star Trek definitely made aliens fun. This picture is basically from a dream that I have. So something that I enjoy doing on occasion is when I have dreams that are very vivid. Well, a lot of my dreams are very vivid, but I like to draw or make sketches of some of my dreams that I've had just to remember what the images were like. And I've lost a few pictures of dreams that I did draw, but I was able to keep this one. So this was not a nightmare. I don't remember what was going on in this dream, but this is an image that I saw in a dream, and I was like, ooh, I need to draw that before I forget it. This happened years ago. This is like old. I feel like it happened in my early 20s or something. This is just the image that I made for some poetry pieces that I was doing. So that's just some images that I made. This is a girl from a dream. I actually did a play. No, I tried to write a play about her, a story about her, but I did not finish the play. But this is a girl from Guatemala. This is a real rose petal right there. And I named her Carolina Consuelo. And she's from Guatemala, and I forget the story that I had in my head, but she came from a dream, and I was like, I'm going to make a play about this girl from my dream who's from Guatemala. But I think I really decided not to write the play because I don't know a lot about Guatemala, and I did not want to write something about someone from a place I didn't really know about. So I think I actually never wrote the play because of that. So anyway, she was part of a dream that I had, and I was like, ooh, let me write a play, and I never did. This is just random images. This is something I drew to just show unity amongst women, and just sketches: a Native American woman, an Asian American woman, Hispanic woman, and a black woman, and the outfits that I wanted to draw for them. Let me see, are those all in there? Okay, so yeah. Anyway, that's something I drew. All of these I basically drew from when I was a child to a teenager. This is Romare Bearden, who was part of the Harlem Renaissance. Harlem Renaissance. Oh, the Harlem Renaissance. There we go. Hello. It was a time for African American and Black artists who were part of the art scene, especially in New York City. And this is Romare Bearden. His art style was very eclectic, but what he was best known for is he made collages that included like cutouts from magazines and also paintings like together. So they were paintings that included collages and they were just combined. His art is great. Like, it's worth looking up. I haven't never seen his stuff in person before, but I've seen images of his art and it's really awesome. Some more aliens, because I really love aliens. So anyway, okay, these are more images of ladies. So I spent a lot of time drawing women, and when I would copy, like I had, and I'm pretty sure I don't have it anymore, but I would copy, what is it called? What was it called? I would copy fashion magazines, pictures of women, but typically I wouldn't like actually copy the, I wouldn't actually copy the women's bodies or faces or anything. I would copy the outfits they were wearing and just like recreate it just for fun. And all of my middle school mates would think that I was like wanting to be a fashion artist, a fashion designer. And I wasn't. I was just basically copying fashion that I already saw and just doing it on repeat because I wanted to just basically just copied. I was going to say recreate it, but I was basically just copying it for fun. So yeah, but these images of these women are straight from my head. They're just images of people I saw. And what's funny is when my mom started to see these images, she was like, wow, you draw a lot of white people, they don't look black. So something I had said in a video about like Featurism before, I did not make clear what I was trying to make. To me, unless I was trying to make her look like Native American or make her look like she was Hispanic, maybe like could have any skin color, being Hispanic or Latina, like to me, anybody that I drew was basically black. And when I made my Featurism video, I did not clarify that what I was trying to say in that video is that anybody can have any features, and they could be white, black, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, indigenous to Australia or New Zealand. Those features are theirs and they should not be related to another race unless, I don't know, unless the person is biracial or mixed with that race as well. So like when people want to point out someone's features not being from a certain race or being more Eurocentric, I'm just like, don't forget that everybody else on the planet exists and not just like one race of people exists, so that we can like compare ourselves to them every single time you see somebody who has a nose that doesn't look typical to their particular like culture or race or ethnicity. It's like, it's so silly that people always want to say, oh, that belongs to this group and that belongs to this group and that belongs to that group, instead of just saying, oh, you are a person that looks like this and you're gorgeous or you're funny looking or you're cute. Like, just let people be who they are without comparing them to, especially what I'm trying to say is especially stop comparing them to Eurocentric, European looks, because there are like people who are biracial mixed who have ancestry from Europe, but there are people who don't, and also just that shouldn't be the way we evaluate people and decide if they're good looking or if their features are funny looking or not. Like, they literally look the way they look because they are the ethnicity, race, or multiple races or ethnicities that they are, and not because they don't have or do have Eurocentric, Eurotypical features, because they are not the only people on the planet. And that's what I always try to tell people, because Europeans are beautiful, Africans are beautiful, Asians are beautiful, Native Americans are beautiful, like indigenous people are beautiful, Hispanic people are beautiful. Like, stop saying that somebody has to look like someone else to be good looking, or stop saying that they look like someone else and that's why they are good looking. Like, they look the way they look and they are still the ethnicity that they are. So that shows how diverse humans are within their ethnicities. So the reason why I'm showing this picture for so long is this is from a dream that I had. And this dream I also probably had in my 20s too. So this image is, I was on a plane in the dream and I saw this bird being chased by this bird. I don't know what that bird is, but that basically is a penguin that has like a blue stripe on it. But I saw that image in the plane when I was in that dream and I had to draw it. As soon as I woke up, I was like, I need to draw this. So back to some more women. So yeah, anytime I draw these women, even if their hair is not typically what people consider African American hair, like black people can straighten their hair, silk presses. Like, I didn't grow up knowing anything about silk presses the way they do them now, but I definitely used to get the hot comb treatment I used to get the hot comb treatment from the time I was like a little girl, maybe 7 years old, until I was about 12 years old. And so that was something very common in my family to do. And silk presses are just like a step up from that, and they seem a little bit safer. So whenever I draw pictures, like, I just was trying to imitate black women, but obviously the lips are not the same. People always think we have big lips, but lips vary, and I just wanted to make lips that I thought looked pretty, and I didn't want to make it too pronounced for people to think, oh my goodness, it's too big. But of course, on real people, lips that are larger are beautiful. Lips that are smaller are just as good too. But I just drew what I felt like drawing, and the hair varies, the lips vary. I just did what I did. I wasn't trying to make it like, to me, like I said, I was drawing people to me who were African American unless I made them particularly noticeably a different ethnicity. That's what I was doing. So this picture is also, this is a sketch. It's from a dream that I had as well. And that's a cannon. I have no idea why there was a cannon in my dream. That's a pregnant woman on near a body of water. And I don't think I was that woman, but it's possible I could have been. But that was a dream. This bird is from a dream that I had as well. Just a cute bird. And it's not a real bird. It just had that detailing on it. So whenever I have my dreams, I basically try to recreate like what I actually remember. And that's another lady I drew. So yeah, but black people just have so many different features, as well as white people and all the other ethnicities and races of people, just different features amongst themselves. Even though some groups are very homogenous, it just varies. So this lady is supposed to be Asian, but she kind of also reminds me of my little sister, just a little bit. And there's this, I don't remember the name of this movie, but there was a movie that I saw, and I don't remember if I started doing those in the next of some of the images after or before I saw that movie. I feel like I did it before I saw that movie, and then I saw that, and I was like, whoa, are they copying off of me? But that movie existed long before I think I was even born, possibly. But I don't remember the name of that movie. Oh, okay. So I saw my holder was a little bent. Yeah, so I started doing that just randomly, and I like started to keep doing that even if I actually did portraits of people. And she's supposed to be from like old-timey, but I don't know. I just had fun. Like, I just had images that I wanted to do. Her hair probably looks a little crazy, a little limp, but that's how I felt like drawing it, and I felt like it was fuller, but I think it's kind of limp in reality. This is from, I did this on a computer. I don't remember how I did it, but I did it on a computer and then I printed it out. It's not really interesting. And I love this picture. I actually love this picture as much too, because I love sleek hair as well. And I love bangs. But I don't have bangs, and I'll never get natural bangs. That's why I have wigs with bangs on them, so I'll never have to cut my hair, because I'm always trying to grow my hair out, and it takes forever. So yeah, these are just a whole bunch of pictures that I did from my teens into my 20s, from a little kid to my 20s. But some of the other books are going to have images that I did when I was a little kid. But like I said, I'm only going to show one book right now, and we're going into 15 minutes. I love this picture too. I like very circular, smooth looking things. And then this picture here is actually a portrait of my friend who since passed away. This is my friend Michelle. And when I look at the image that I drew this from, her picture, her face is a lot longer in this picture than it is in the image. So I didn't do the chin too well. But I also gave her that weird thing that I was doing in the next of the images of people that I was drawing. But that's a portrait. And then this is, yeah, I love this picture. She's supposed to be like Afro-Indigenous, I think. Yeah. And then this is a picture, a portrait of my ex-girlfriend. That's my second girlfriend I ever had. And I drew that picture from a photograph that she gave me. And yeah, I think I did okay. So I wrote in the notes, this picture is supposed to be so-and-so. But it only looks a little bit, her eyes, cheeks, eyebrows, but not the lips or the nose. So I didn't do it perfectly. Yeah, okay. And then that looks like my little sister too. My first sister. I have two sisters, and that looks like my first sister again. That looks more like her actually. But I think her chin is actually naturally a little longer in real life, but that looks a lot like her to me. And then this is an image of just an event that happened, except for this lady is just like imaginary. And this person's real, that's me. I'm not going to explain what happened. Okay. And then this is just random. Those are when I was considering getting a tattoo. I like drew what I thought I was going to get tattooed on me, but I decided I didn't want a tattoo because I saw my friends getting tattoos when I was in my late teens, and I was like, that looks painful. I'm not doing that. So I was originally going to get these images, and then I said, never mind. I'm not going to do tattoos. And it would have been one or the other or both, and I was like, nope, that's too much. So I skipped it. This image was something I saw when I was back home in New York City. So I just saw a random lady at the train station. This is a train station that's outside. It's not in the subway. So it's above ground elevated trains, we call them, the L line. And I just saw this lady, and I was like, I'm going to draw a picture of her later. So I went home or whatever and drew a picture of her. And of course, it probably doesn't look exactly like her, but I'm pretty sure by how she looks, she's like she's Hispanic, but she is not a person of color Hispanic. She's like white Hispanic. There we go. There we go. But yeah, so that's how she looked to me at the time. This is another picture. I like her too. Like a lot of my women's pictures, I think they're super pretty. But yeah, when my mom complained that the lips were too small, I was like, oh, I can make it at least a little bit bigger because, yeah, naturally big lips on real people look beautiful, and I could manage to make them look good in pictures as well. Just had to get used to it. Love butterflies. I've always loved butterflies. And that's the last picture in this book. So I'll do another book at another time. But yeah, she is just, I want to say, she's not a fairy. She's just a ballerina with butterfly wings on. But I gave her antennas too. So she's actually like an alien kind of, I guess, as well. And those are some kind of variations of trees and stuff. But yeah, so those are just some pictures that I drew over the years. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll do another book another time, and I will talk to y'all later. But please let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully it's not super strange, but I was like, I kind of want to share the art that I used to do because it varied just a little bit, and I forgot to mention it. I'll mention it in my next book of what I was going to say here. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.